It's the first Saturday of the month. It is ComedySportz night on YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please say a big hello in your own homes to your host and referee today. It's Kate McCabe.
Hey, a hello or an oh no, depending on, I guess, how you feel about me.
Boo!
What has happened to my green screen? There. What? I don't know. Let's blame my cat, Kitty Sanchez.
Kate. Great start.
Tell you what, it can only get better for here, which is why I like to start with technical errors. Hi, everybody in the chat. This is ComedySportz. I'm Kate. I'm going to be your referee today through this fun competition and battle. But I wanted to go through the chat and say hi to people who are there. Siobhan's there, first in line. Hi, Siobhan. You're the best. Looby Loo, second in line, 1962. Change my mind. You're the best. Your name rhymes. Okay, we've also got Daisy Ryan. Now you're the best as well because you're here so often. Sarah's here giving us hearts. Also the best. My mom is here. Legit the best. Helena Gregory's here. Hello, Helena. Guess what? You're the best. Mary Cooper. Hi, this is Kate from Sundays. I don't know why you have two names, Mary Cooper. Mary Cooper and Kate, but also you're the best. Beth Donald's here. You're the best. And Jay Rambo, Jay's the best. Oh my God, so many people here. Oh, it's Kate from CSC Indy. Kate, hello. And Lucy Ryan. Oh, almost a full set. Fantastic. Everyone's the best. we're going to have the best time because you're about to see competitive improv. You're going to see a blue team versus a red team. We're going to make it all up on the spot. You're going to be not just giving suggestions, which I'm going to get from you in a second, but you're also going to be voting on which team was the best in each round often. So get used to finding where the poll is in the chat. If you can see the poll, that'll be good. Braun, can you run a poll that says, can you see this poll? And then look for that.
I mean, yeah, I just wrote something different though.
Oh, you have a poll in there already?
Oh, wait, did I set it going?
No, I don't think you did.
I did now. It should be there any second.
One Blue Ghost is here, also the best. Fantastic.
Wow, it's taken a while.
It is taking a while. There must be a heck of a lag.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, I'm voting for myself. Kate wins. Thank you very much. So I have just voted in the poll. I hope you're in the chat and you can see the poll as well. And you can vote whether I'm winning or losing at what? I don't know. Only God and Xena can judge me. So we'll find out, I suppose, in maybe not this life, but the afterlife. Hey, Braun, we've got fouls in this game because we like to keep it clean for all ages here at ComedySportz. We know that it's not past the watershed yet. We're on a channel that pretty much anybody can access. So we want to keep it clean. So we've got a bag foul. That is basically going to happen. People are going to lose points if they say something that is just beyond the pale. Okay, so keep it clean in the suggestions as well. Don't give us any bad ideas. But we have another equally important foul around here. It's called the groaner foul. And the groaner foul is best demonstrated with a spicy example. Brian, you got one in the chamber for us?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Here we go. So, hello. Here's the joke. A limbo champ walks into a bar. They lose.
Now, I mean, I love groaner fouls, so it's gonna be hard for me to call people on those, but you can call it in the chat if you see it and you think I'm being too soft. I'll give it a thought. But hey, while you're waiting, Beth, I don't know why your device hates our polls. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why that happens. Braun, did you vote not Kate?
I didn't vote in that poll.
So somebody did.
Someone definitely did, yeah.
Somebody did. Ah! Kate from Indy. All right, so look, we're going to get things started. I'm going to get suggestions in a second. You'll figure out how it works. Let's get those teams on the field, shall we? Bring them on, Braun.
Yes, let's do that. So welcome again. Let's get the teams out. We've got from the red team, we have, I didn't write their names down. Let's see if I remember who was on which team. Felix Janeway. Yes, Ashton. And Captain Sean Mason. On the blue team, we have Rob Stewart Hudson, Don Cooper, and Captain Stretch Armstrong. I can't remember who's captain. And Kate McCabe, welcome back.
Hi.
Oh, and the music got sad.
I think this personally, Braun, the music got sad when I appeared.
Well, you did lose one vote in the poll. That's all.
I guess so. That was for that person. That was real fan service right there for that one person. All right. Hey, I need to do a ref challenge to see who's going to pick what game we're going to open with. So, blue captain, red captain, please stay on the screen. Okay. So I need to know if you know your calendar. Today is, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right because it's not a familiar name to me, but it's St. Piran's Day? St. Piran or Piran. It's like an Irish state, but it's celebrated, I think, in Wales and Cornwall. And they were famous for something, and they were for resurrecting the dead. Now, that's very interesting and very noble. But today is also two different holidays in America. One is celebrating a particular foodstuff, and one is celebrating a particular beverage of an adult variety. I'm going to give you each a guess. You can guess the food and guess the drink, and then we'll see if either of you is close to the mark. Let's have Sean go first with your guesses, please.
It's it's National Chili Hot Dog and Alcoholic Big Gulp Day.
Alcoholic big. I mean, you certainly have planned the ultimate American menu. right there,
Yeah.
Sean. You've been to the state. He's traveled America many times. He knows what
I've
we
been
like.
to Vegas.
And John Cooper, what do you think today is?
I think it's National Avocado Cheesecake and Guacamole Coffee Day.
I feel like you threw that on purpose. Are you in allegiance with, I don't know, cartel of Mexican improvisers trying to throw this for the blue team?
No.
Keep it down. Sean, you're closest. You're closest. Today, America is celebrating cheese puffs and absinthe. So you can lose your mind with just Cheetah. So that means
do not big gulp absinthe.
Do not big gulp absinthe. You should not leave the green fairy out of your iced beverages.
Don't even like small gulp absinthe.
No, do not. Do not. But red team captain, that means you get to choose the first game. What's it going to be?
Well, if you did drink a lot of absinthe, people are going to ask this question, and that question is, what are you doing? So let's play, what are you doing?
Wise choice. Players, assemble yourselves, because this is going to be a rotation game. I'll need 2 players to start on the screen, but over in the chat, I need some initials and 1-syllable names. Populate that chat with initials and names. So in the game of what are you doing, we're going to use those initials and 1-syllable names to tell each other what we're doing. It's one of those games that's harder to explain than it is just to watch. You'll catch on. But for instance, if I was going to use my initials, which are KM, I might start by doing something completely random. And then Sean might ask me,
Kate, what are you doing?
And I'd say something that began with KM, kissing mongooses. And then Sean would have to do that.
Pucker up, you thank you for killing that snake.
Ricky Tiki Tavi for the win. So it will go back and forth until the players either run out of ideas, or they take too long of a pause, or they don't act out the activity well enough. Don't you worry. I'll find a reason to rotate these players. Meanwhile, our voice, Braun Edge, will be keeping tally of the rotations, and we'll find out what the points were at the end of the game. So I need 2 players ready, please and thank you. Okay. Now, I need you to start, Sean, please, with the letters HP, and off you go.
Sean, what are you doing?
Halting pottery.
Stop spinning. Stop.
John, what are you doing?
Happily pedestrianing.
Walking along. Stop, car. I have right of way now. There's been a change in the highway code.
What are you doing?
Harry Potter.
You're a wizard, Harry. Am I really? Yes, you are. Expelliarmus.
John, what are you doing?
Hopelessly perfunctorily-izing.
I am going to rescue Sean from having to perfunctoralize. So John will just slide off the screen there ever so gracefully, and we will get another blue challenger, please. Who knew there were so many, there's so few verbs starting with P. So we need to take another initials round. I'm going to take, Mary Cooper. Oh, Mary Cooper. I'll save that for the next round because that is wowzers. Okay. I'm going to take Beth Donald suggested pee-pee, which has just made me laugh. But we've just had peeing around. So I'm going to take Helena Gregory's suggestion of GT. And I'm going to let the blue team player start with that. Do we have a blue team player up? Yes, we do. There's Stretch. Okay. GT, off you go.
Stephen, what are you doing?
Going tortoising.
I must catch some tortoise, otherwise there'll be no soup.
Sean, what are you doing?
I am gin and tonic
I'm made out of flowers, and I'm a fizzy carbonated soft drink, but I'm made of flowers.
What are you doing?
Giddily tracing.
This is so much easier than destroying my own thing.
Sean, what are you doing?
I'm gonna tweet Sean out because it's gone from giddy to maniacal. So I think that flavor change means that's a rotation. And Felix is into battle stretch. And we're going to go for a really tough one. I'm going to take Kate Cooper's, which was ZQ, that is for
Thank you, Mary.
you people. We're going to let Felix burn the first ZQ. And players, off you go.
Felix, my good man, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm zoo queuing.
Oh, I can't wait to get in and see the orangutans and the snakes and the tigers. Ooh.
Oh, great. Stretch, what are you doing?
I'm zebra quoting.
Now everyone, the famous zebra Professor Cloppingtons once said, don't eat things that are just black or just white. Always both. Always both.
Felix, what are you doing?
Oh, I am Zerg questioning.
I'll let it stand.
Thank you.
I put it to you, Zerg, that you did destroy a planet without the permission of the High Council.
Stretch, what are you doing?
I'm Zeus quartering.
Just this way, please, Zeus. If you don't mind not cracking anyone's head open, that'd be amazing. Lightning bolts can go in the cupboard. We've provided lots of coat hangers there.
Felix, what are you doing?
I'm zippity quasars.
Wow.
Oh, I'm getting excited about a spatial anomaly. Oh.
What are you doing?
I am Zed's questioner.
Oh.
I can't remember if we've had questioning as a verb before.
I think we have.
I think we have. We'll have to do a VAR later. But I think we had it. And Stretch, anyway, somebody asked what's behind you. Is there something behind you earlier?
No, when initially I came on, I had the image of a bottle of absinthe to celebrate this.
I missed it. I missed the visual cue. Brilliant.
No, I quickly went back on brand and became blue again.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, family.
Yes.
Don't give your babies absinthe. Okay, so we need to get, I think, was it a different player on the blue team, I believe?
Red team won that round.
Yeah, and then, Felix, are you the last player on the red team?
No, there are many more.
Oh, this game's gone on for a little while. Just
so, yeah, I know
Rotate
the ZQ round lasted longer than I thought it was going to be.
Definitely.
Rotate out,
Good, it was a
please.
good round.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a rhyming round. So, final round here, final round. Lucy's saying those two should get bonus points for that round. I agree in theory. We're going to take Jay Rambo's suggestion of Zoom for your rhyming round. And we're going to let, I forget, I don't know, Ash start with Zoom. Bye.
Ash, what are you doing?
I'm using my broom.
I'll get you, my pretty.
Rob, what are you doing?
I'm playing Doom.
WASD.
Whoa, stop cheating, Ash. What are you doing?
I am writing on my loom.
I don't usually write on this. I normally do some stitching, but I'll do some writing instead because I'm in the kitchen.
Rob, what are you doing?
I'm calling Rob out for two reasons. First of all, just because you're in the kitchen doesn't mean you do writing. And then secondly, this game needs to end.
Good. With two excellent reasons.
Let's see what those points are now, Ron.
yes, the red team won 3 rounds. The blue team won 1. So red team are winning.
Well done, red team. Let's get Captain Sean back to the field. All right, Sean.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Do you want a player pass?
I think we're going to keep winning. I think we're going to keep playing.
Well, heck. All right. What's the game you're going to play?
I think we're going to play again. Pecha Kucha. It's a good old online favourite, not played in many months.
Love it. Hey, over in the chat, let's get this set up for them. All right. We need a subject that you would like to see somebody have some expertise about when doing a slideshow. So make it something maybe that you wouldn't normally have a slideshow about. Something a little wacky, a little bizarre, a little unexpected for our players. Go ahead and get those filled in. And while they're doing that, I'll explain the game. In advance of tonight's match, Braun has prepared a slideshow of photographs that she has gathered from various sources. The red team has no idea what it consists of. So they have to roll along with the pictures that will be displayed in front of them. They'll be just as surprised as we are, but you won't be able to tell, because they're going to improvise around this suggested topic so seamlessly that it's going to be like, these guys knew what was coming. All right? And that's ComedySportz guaranteed.
And I've realised we all have glasses on, so we're looking very academic today.
Very erudite. All right? And, I mean, that ZQ round went on longer than you'd think. We had Quasars in there. We had Zeus.
You've got 2 doctors on this team and 1 masters.
Hey!
Wow, look at this. What a bunch of learned scholars.
And I frequently give presentations where I have no idea what I'm talking about.
You know what? We have not seen Nathan Keats in the chat for a while, at least while I've been here. And I see that Nathan Keats is in the chat.
Hi, Nathan.
Hi, Nathan. I'm going to take Nathan's topic, which is the crunch of the crunchy chocolate bars. I'd like to see a presentation about that. Braun, are you ready?
Very.
Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Indeed.
Okay, let's hear it.
Now,
The crunchiest bars we often find here within the Institute of Technical Crunching is the one that has been mildly melted. The easiest way, of course, to do that is to hold it up into the sunlight. And then what we're going to do is cool it straight back down by putting it in the fridge. Now, these firemen really know what they are up to in terms of crunch.
Of course, once you've successfully cooled down your heated up chocolate bar, you may be feeling a certain sense of achievement. It is important to celebrate with your colleagues. Look at how happy these two are. Yay!
you want a crunch very much like that of a crust, slightly overdone, in a quite hipstery pizza place somewhere on the new side of town. That crunch
Is all you need to go absolutely nuts for the crunchiest chocolate physically possible. Now, some people are confused by this, especially if they're American, because their chocolate has no milk in it at all. No crunch! No crunch, we say over here.
What? No crunch? That's blown my mind. Look, my mind has been blown out. There's a little bit of my brain there. Who'd have thought I'd still be able to speak and display executive function with my brain all splattered?
hope. We can only hope that your crunch is as good as my crunch. We look at the chocolate, we look out, and we have to pray that the crunch is good.
Now, finally, we can get into the technical slides, of which there are 5. Here, what we can see is the molecules within the chocolate itself, the fats binding into a longer chain, which makes it much harder for them to slide over each other. Now,
You may decide that you are feeling a little bit Felixy over this whole thing. Well, why not refresh yourself with a little bit of sea air, really drink in the salty waters that allow you to really taste those molecules of crunch.
But for the love of all that is good, don't put cherries in your crunchy chocolate. It's going to make it soggy. No!
if you do this, you could lose your eyesight and become famous Newcastleian celebrities in the UK. The worst punishment we can think of. Crunchy chocolate No cherries.
Wait, I like.
That is no way to open a packet of chocolate.
So sorry. I wanted to tweet that a while ago because I wanted to argue yes pies. Ron, did you write no on that pie?
Pies are good, but have
I
no
did write
place
no on
in
that
a
pie.
crunchy chocolate.
Yeah.
Why? Why did you write no on a cherry pie?
Because cherry's the worst flavor pie.
I can't. Cherry's the best flavor of so many things. Oh, look at the other. Can you give us a preview of like what were the other? God. Oh, what a guy. Oh, look at that,
Hey.
Carly. This is such fun for us. Okay, so look, I also want to give the chat real credit here. There were some great suggestions for themes as well, so please keep that up for the upcoming games as well. Your suggestions are on point.
And
Yes.
for the Americans, we should briefly contextualize that Biker Grove clip. That was
No, we shouldn't contextualize it.
Don't contextualize anything ever.
honestly, that was a children's program.
Yeah, can you believe?
Well, some of them lost their sight because of a paintball accident.
Good, great. That's the importance of goggles. So, right. Please remember that red team as if that red team game as if you could ever forget it, because the blue team is going to challenge them now. John, what game will you be playing?
I would like, before we start that game, I want to claim an extra point for doing that GIF.
You know what? If I start awarding extra points right now, this match will run long. So,
Right,
in the
okay.
interest
Well,
of everybody,
I think we'll combat that with the game of tech support because I've just moved and I have loads of hassle with tech support, so we're going to play that.
wonderful. All right, Braun reminding us of what the scores are for some reason. Okay, so
I was just taking a point off the blue team. I've put it back on.
have you? Okay. There's no nonsense with Ref McCabe. No nonsense. I let what are you doing run too long. So we're gonna play the game of tech support. Hey, over in the chat, I need a product that you probably don't usually need tech support for. Give us something a little bit unusual. Normally you'd call up about your computer or your phone or something like that. Give us something a little more out there that you wouldn't need tech support for. Now, do you want to, John, are you the one that's calling?
Yes, I will be the person requesting technical support.
Now, here's what you might not realize about this game yet, my dear viewers, is that the people on the tech support line that John is calling can only read from a book that was nearby. What do you got there, Stretch?
I have the complete starter's guide to whittling.
Wonderful. Okay.
It's a fine seaside town.
We have a starter's guide to whittling. It does sound like a seaside town. And Rob, what text are you reading from here?
I've picked up next to me secrets and tips from yesterday's garden. From the Reader's Digest.
We're not fixing a product at the end of this game. We're certainly going to have like apocalypse style tips ready. We're going to know how to whittle and we're going to know how to garden. So if you're not laughing, you're learning.
How to make petrol out of grass.
Exactly. These are the things we want to know. I'm going to go check the chat. Set yourself off, players. Whoever needs to go off screen, please go off screen. My mom gave a great suggestion, so I'm going to take my mom's suggestion, please. John, you are having problems with your pogo stick.
My pogo stick?
Pogo stick. Okay, off you go.
Hi, is that the Pogos Are Us Support Centre?
Speaking.
Hi, I've just bought a pogo stick and I can't get off the ground.
Well, when perennials are well established and happy in their environment, they have just one goal: to grow taller and bigger.
It's a perennial problem, and I want to grow taller, which is why I bought a pogo stick to bounce up and down and get a bit higher. But it's not giving me any bounce whatsoever.
Right. Did you avoid missing the right moment? Because if you do that, you can gather the seed pods when they're changing colour and drying out.
Well, I assumed the right moment was when, after it goes down, it goes back up again.
Yes. Well, it's easy to take cuttings from this popular perennial by removing young shoots in spring when new growth emerges from the base of the plant.
I think I'm not as old as you say, and I'm quite young. Look here. This pogo stick doesn't work.
I see. Well, did you make a narrow slit in the side of the stem?
No, I didn't. I just put it together.
It should be.
Why?
It should be possible to separate the new plant from the mother plant with a sharp knife.
I'd like to speak to your supervisor. I don't think you're getting what I'm talking about.
Oh, I'll give him a call. Thank you. Michael?
Yes, Derek.
We've got a customer on line 88.
Okay, put him through and I shall resolve his query for
Am I
him.
going to have to repeat this whole problem? The pogo stick doesn't work. It doesn't bounce.
Well, I don't know about you, but in my opinion, a back scratcher is an intensely useful and practical item.
Well, I've not used it for that. I'm using it for jumping up and down, and I'll jump up and down with madness in a minute. How do I make it work properly?
Well, this little porker is big on personality, but can be completed with just a few basic tools.
I'll give you a few basic tools in a minute. That it came in several parts, and I've put it together. But look, all I want to do is get up in the air. Can you make a scope into the air?
Yes, stab the point of an old knife straight down, perpendicular to the pencil, and at the top of the gouge, cut made in step 5, move it back and forth a few times to create the eye.
Right, I've done that, and now I'm bleeding in the foot.
Right, so it says here that a letter opener is just a wooden knife intended for use opening envelopes.
Look, I've got a letter opener, but it's in the kitchen, and I can't get into the kitchen because I'm bleeding out my foot.
Sorry, Michael, I've just been looking this problem up, and I think if you have a balcony or patio, choose frost-hardy bamboo varieties that will not exceed 3 meters high.
I should go and pogo stick on the balcony. Is that what you're saying?
That's not quite right, Derek. The particular fork that we use to make this slingshot, while a strong wood is probably a bit thinner than I would normally use.
Yes, their slender stems are completely covered in leaves, such as Philostachys phylloxera and P. nigra.
Yeah, select branches that are about 10 millimeters in diameter. And
You're just confusing me. You're just confusing me. Is this going to work or not? What do I need to do to make this jump in the air?
Well,
Just give
over
me a
the
straight
years, I've
answer.
whittled thousands of little flowers.
Oh, thousands of little flowers. And I'm glad that you did not get close enough to your balcony. Does your new flat have a balcony, John?
Yes, it has a balcony.
Okay, good. We saved a man's life tonight. Fantastic. Thank you very much. That was the game of tech support. Now we have in the chat a voting booth or a voting option here, a voting box. Vote for red or blue. You saw Pechakucha with the red team. That was about the chocolate crunchy bars. And you saw tech support with the blue team. Which game did you like best? Please vote. Now, if you can't see the voting box, you can write it in the chat. I'll do my best to sort of like do the mental arithmetic before we decide. We'll leave that up for... Yes.
I think Beth's been having... Sorry, I just put something in my mouth. Beth's been having trouble finding it. And I think Beth said that they made the chat bigger and it popped up.
Oh, and it popped up. So when you made the chat bigger, that's excellent news. Way to go, Beth, figuring that one out. While this vote is coming in, I'll give a little commercial announcement as well. Our next live match is going to be the end of the month. I believe it's the 26th, which is a Saturday at Sale Waterside. Tickets are now available for that. Please come see us live if you can. It's nice to see you. Beth Donald, I know you'll be there. We also have the Improvised musical, which is the last Tuesday of the month, which I believe is the 29th. And that is in Manchester City Centre at the Pier Hat. That's always a great, great show. And there's also, I believe, going to be an improv showcase after that particular show as well. The improvisers will be, the young improvisers, the new improvisers will be showing off their skills. And what else? We've got some workshops already on sale online. We have some one-offs. Felix is going to be doing a musical workshop coming up. I'm going to be running my next batch of intakes for stand-up after Easter passes. So get on our website if you want to take some workshops with us as well. Meanwhile, let's see what's happened with the vote. There's been at least 16. So Braun, can you close that? We'll give it 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's see. Oh, very good. That is blue.
The blue team take the win. An extra 5 points, making it 6 to the blue team, 3 to the red team.
Very good. Braun has reminded me in the chat, by the way, during that commercial, that the improvised musical is not all ages. It is an establishment that serves alcohol, and it's late, and we use swears.
We do.
So don't take anybody with precious ears to that, please. Anyway, we have a middle game to play, and it's going to be a ref's choice. It's going to be alphabety. It's a game we haven't played in a while. Teams, please set yourself up. Hey, over in the chat, I just need a scenic suggestion to get them on their feet. So let's have a sort of unusual event. An unusual event in the chat. I'll select something from there. What's going to happen in this game is I'm going to select a letter, probably just a random one of yours first names. And we'll get the scene started with that letter. Every sentence is going to have to start with that letter until I say next. And then they can start using the next letter that would come in alphabetical order. So they're going to exhaust their options pretty quickly with starting letters. And that's when Braun will rotate them out. She'll keep a tally. Who's rotating the least or most amount of times. Points will be awarded. We'll figure out what the points are after that. She's on it. Thank you very much. Let's keep those suggestions rolling in. Very good. Jane with a great suggestion. Solar eclipse. Similarly, alien invasion. That's when that would happen. From Joe Ryan there.
Fact.
It is Chris Mouse from Kate Cooper. I think that is Christmas for Mice. So that's very good. Oh, I like that. A Yeti's housewarming. Yeah. Do they need their house warmed? They're so furry.
It would melt.
Let's see. What else we've got? Oh, I love this. So Books and Bones. We haven't met before in the chat, I don't think. Hello, Books and Bones. You've got a great suggestion here. I'm going to use it. The scenic suggestion is Cheese Factory Meltdown. And I'm going to take one blue ghost's first initial, which is O. For one. So all your sentences have to say, start with O until I tweet or say next. And off you go.
Oi.
Oh my goodness. The cheese. It's melting.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's 2 O's in a row. You both just started sentences with O, so Rob, rotate out.
It's more of an ooh.
Yeah, that's the wrong letter then. All right, so let's move to P. Stretch, you can start.
Parmesans everywhere!
Philadelphia. The cheese looks like Philadelphia.
Put it down, it's going everywhere.
Next.
Q outside now.
Questionable decision whether we should queue outside. Maybe we should stop the melting.
Next.
Really? That's your solution?
Really good solution.
He's out. Get him out of here. Next blue player, please. Ash, staying strong. Okay, we're going to continue with R. John, I'll let you start with R.
Righteous indignation is what I have for what you've just done.
Rasputin wouldn't have put up with this.
Rumpelstiltskin wouldn't have put up with this.
Rice Krispies. I'm glad I had them this morning.
Next.
See, you just you can't mix your sweet and your savoury.
Sugar, I just love it.
Sweet things will ruin your teeth.
Stop. Now you're just being stupid.
Surprisingly, I'm actually being very sensible for once.
Silly. No, you're not.
Serendipitously, I think we can mix sweet and sour together to get a new concoction.
Stupendous, but that doesn't really help us with the current situation.
Yes, Ash, you finally got to it, but I was just thinking, like, hello, there's a cheese meltdown. Red team, rotate out. All right, Felix is in to save the cheese meltdown. Please start with T.
Try to get all the cheese, out of the door or something.
2 pence. You owe us 2 pence, and then I'll do the job for you.
Time? You're measuring time in a situation like this?
Trevor, we're having an emergency, but I still can't work for free.
Tracy, there's cheese everywhere.
Trembling, me guts are looking at all that cheese.
Next.
Understand this. If we don't clean up the cheese, we are in real trouble with the manager.
Yeah, that sounded like it started with an E. Rotate out.
It's definitely an
Rob's in. Please, Rob, start with the letter U.
Ursula can help. She's very good at picking up cheese.
Understatement of the year. She picked up all the cheese last week.
Next.
Very quickly, too. Yeah, she managed to put it all in her rucksack.
Vicariously getting more cheese for home, I imagine.
Vicious she is. She gets a pitchfork and stabs it all and puts it right on her back.
Victory's assured that way.
Votes, I think we need for what to do with the cheese afterwards.
Next.
When will we get those votes? It seems like it'll take a long time.
Why are you making this difficult? We could just do it very easily.
Next. Get Sean in. Rob stays. X.
Extra large cheese, perhaps.
Xenomorph, behind you!
Next.
You joker! There's nothing behind me. Merely a large baby bell.
Yellow one, too.
Next.
Zoos are a good place to find cheese.
Forget it. It took too long to say zoos. All right.
Have you ever milked a mongoose?
In the pale moonlight.
That's Jack Napier. Thank you very much. Okay, Braun, please take us to the scores. Let's see what happened with that. And don't worry, whatever happened, Pete. Oh, there we are. Oh, look at that. It's even Stevens, which means...
However, the blue team also won 3 points, so that game was almost worthless because both teams scored the same amount.
Oh, I see. All right, so that means blue team is currently in the lead. I see. Okay. Right, blue team captain, are you going to play or pass?
I think we'll play.
Wise decision. Why not? So, blue team, what game are you going to play right now?
Well, as we're in the lead, we're going to go to the old favorite that is Three Corners.
Wonderful. I'm going to need some mega suggestions for this. There's been so many good suggestions here. I would love for you to give me a couple more. Give me a relationship between two people and maybe an interesting place. And I'm going to harvest one of these events as well, because there were so many good ones in the chat. While those suggestions are populating, however, I'm going to talk to you about the game, so you get both sides of your brain working. You can listen to instructions and also give suggestions. In the game of Three Corners, this is another game where I get to shout next a lot, because our scenes are going to be sort of like on a Lazy Susan, right? And I'm going to kind of get to see the next stage of 3 different scenes as and when we go on. So we've got them pairing up into 3 different pairs. I'm going to give each pair a different suggestions. That's how we're going to have 3 different scenes. And players just listen out for me saying next. So is it John and Stretch? Are you a duo on stage? Let's take a look here. Oh, I'm going to take Beth's suggestion for you. There was a shark sighting at the beach. A shark sighting at the beach for you. Let's see the next duo, please. Okay, we've got, these are, again, some good ones here. Okay, I'm going to take this. There's a Miss McCabe in the chat, and I don't know if we're related or not, or if it's just a coincidence. There's another Miss McCabe. Hi, Miss McCabe. You'll see my mom Kathleen's in the chat as well. I'm going to take Miss McCabe's suggestion here. You are like enemy bakers, so like you're both bakers, but you're enemies. Okay. And I'm going to take. Let's see here. And funnily, Kate Cooper also suggested arch enemies, so that's 2 birds, 1 stone. Let's take a look here. Mary Adams. Hi, Mary. Thanks for giving a suggestion. The third duo is going to have the suggestion of the White Cliffs of Dover. Okay, so let's just have a recap real quick.
White Cliffs of Dover.
White Cliffs of Dover.
Shark sighted on the beach.
Enemy.
Because.
Wonderful. All right, so we're going to see our 3 scenes. Listen out for me to say switch, and that will be your cue word for us to see the next scene. Okay, and off you go.
I saw it. I saw it in the water.
It's massive.
It was massive. It was massive. It was dead big, and it had teeth and everything. Oh no!
Do you think it's a real one, or do you think it's CGI?
I think it's real, because you wouldn't catch a CGI shark off the coast of Scarborough, would you, Dad?
Well, no. But sometimes you do get people who tie plastic fins to the back, and they think that's a special effect.
Well, but they're daft, Dad, and you said we don't have to deal with daft folk, and I've seen that. I've seen that shark.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll go and get me boat, and we'll catch it.
Can we, Dad? Can we? Can we go and catch a shark?
We'll go and catch it, and we'll have it for tea.
Switch.
Brew, you put toilet roll in my cake.
Well, I do declare you English bakers, you don't know what y'all doing.
I know perfectly well what I'm doing. I was making a lovely Victoria sponge, and you have put pooey toilet roll in my cake.
Well, I did not place that wonderful plastic multiple ingredient in your cake, sir. I had other things to do because I was baking my purple velvet squash.
Right. Well, we'll just check the CCTV then, shall we? And we'll
Switch.
see if
Hello, my name's Vera Lynn. Is this the concert?
Oh, Madam Vera, so lovely to see you. The troops are all so pleased that you're here. Tell me, what are you going to sing for us tonight?
Well, I'm going to sing. Well, I was going to sing White Cliffs of Dover. I've not got my singing voice on, but I'll put it on in a second when the troops get here. But I can sing White Cliffs of Dover, or I can sing. That new one from Encanto.
Right. Would you like a fisherman's friend?
I'd love a fisherman's friend.
Switch.
No.
Dad, I've seen it again. It were over there.
Yeah. Over where? Is this not it then? Oh no,
No, Dad, that's one of those. There's one of those wellies that looks like a shark, Dad. No, the shark's over to the way. It's got a big fin and it's got 5 legs.
It's got 5 legs. It has, you're right. It's got 5 legs. That's not a shark.
Switch.
Oh,
Look, see, the CCTV clearly shows you with this piece of pooey toilet roll, putting it right in the middle of my mixture.
no, I think you will find that I was merely placing it before I then carried it off to do the job it was intended for. And then I turned around and it was gone. If you happen to leave your cake mixture next to the water toilet, then, well, I think you're asking for trouble.
What are you doing carrying toilet roll through the kitchen anyway, Prue?
Switch.
Right, I'm ready to go on stage now.
Oh, that sounds much better. I am relieved. So you're going to do a couple of numbers for us, are you? The thing is,
Yes?
Miss Lynn.
Yes?
some of the men, they're a little bit nervous, you'll see, because well, they've never been to war before, cowards. So I was just wondering if you could sing them a rather rousing song, you know.
I can sing "It's Not Easy Being Green" if they'd like that.
I'm sure they'd love
I
it.
can sing "Don't Worry, Be Happy" by Bobby McFerrin. Would that work?
It possibly would work, yeah.
Switch.
Oh, Dad, we've done it again, Dad. We've got fooled. It were two men pretending to be a shark.
This is going to take all afternoon. Look, do you think was it a shark that we saw?
Look, there it is, lad. It's one of the men.
Switch.
Well, and that is why I was walking through the kitchen with toilet roll. I think that explains it all, lad, if you don't mind, right?
Well, right, well, that's explained that then. How do you explain this blue tack in the sausage rolls?
Switch. And scene. I mean, you can't get better than that angelic note that John hit there. As a ref, I was like, that's what I'm going to call it. Sorry, everybody. So remember that game. In this game, you saw a really, really good Vera Lynn impression and the world's best
stunning.
Prue Leith impression as well. So
At the
please
same
remember
time.
that. Please remember those. And blue team, you can relax. Red team, you're up. So red team captain, what is it you're going to play?
I think we're going to play a game of Laugh, Will, and Testament.
You were trying to remember the name of it because it's a brand new game.
I was trying to remember the name. It was right there.
Wonderful. Who will be doing the guessing, please?
Felix.
Okay, Felix, would you please turn around in your chair so that we can see that you're not watching the screen or anything? In this game, we are going to have one of our improvisers is going to be playing the lawyer reading a will. And one of them is going to be perhaps somebody that wrote the will, the recently deceased party. The guesser is going to be the person who is hoping to be in receipt of the contents of the will. However, the guesser is going to need to guess three things. And these are what suggestions I need from you. I need either a person or an organization that money could go to. So it could be a celebrity or it could be an organization that somebody might give money to. I also need a reason why you might not like somebody. What did they do to you? What's something that this person could have done that has iced them out of the will? Right? So a reason why a person wouldn't leave money to somebody, a grudge. Okay. And then finally, we need actually, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. If this person does this one activity, well, actually, the clause is there. If they do this activity, they'll get what's in the will. So that is a person or an organization for money to go to, a reason why you'd be frozen out of a will, and what you could do to actually activate a clause that's in there. Okay.
And bonus if it's a thing that Felix can actually do for you right now.
Yeah, that'll be great if we can actually see it physically happen on a Zoom. Great suggestions coming in already. I'm going to let those populate for a second because I would love for Braun to harvest the best three of those, but we're going to let him fill up the screen for a little bit. And I'll just remind you to check out our website, comedysportz.co.uk. ComedySportz ends with a Z, as you can see in our little tags on the screen. And then also there will be a PayPal link shortly coming up on the chat as well. This is a free show. We really appreciate you coming to watch us on the first Saturday of every month. We're going to keep doing this. If you want to donate to ComedySportz for doing this, we would love it. But equally, we just like having you here. So I hope you never feel pressured to do that. It's if you've got pesky money lying around, we'll take it.
So much. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have it if you don't want it. So that link will be in the chat as well. Now, Braun, were you ready? Have you seen enough in the chat yet, or do you need another moment? Okay.
Would you like me to share it on the screen?
If you would share it on screen, and then with the players who are on the need to know basis, including me as well. I'm going to write mine down, so you don't have to send it to me, actually.
Okie dokie then. Here we go. Stay facing away, Felix. I'm going to share with everyone else.
Oh, amazing. Okay, those are pretty good. Well done on the suggestions again, viewers. You've been really coming through today. Okay, I'm going to set my clock to 3 minutes, and they only have 3 minutes, but per thing they get right, they get an extra point.
Yep.
So there's an incentive there to beat the clock. And Felix, you may turn around. And players, off you go.
Good day, Felix.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me.
Thanks for inviting me in. Yeah, obviously it was a sad loss. We need to do this quick though. I've got I'm going to buy some diamonds and stuff.
I have the wheel here. I shall just
right.
open it.
Oh, great! I can't wait. Millions is what I'm expecting. Millions.
Oh dear.
Is some of it not coming to me?
No, well, currently none of it is.
What?
This is very much a tragedy in 5 acts.
Oh my gosh! Did she leave it to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
No.
Oh, good. Good. Because the other thing she used to like is that blooming Shakespeare. I don't like him at all.
That's one point.
No, not Shakespeare. He's been long dead.
Yes. Well, she was losing it towards the end.
Well, what did I do to upset her? Why didn't she leave it to me?
Well, she's also included here an old cine film, which I'm going to play. Just put this in.
Right, you have a cine film projector.
Yes, it's just going to play it. Press play now.
Hello. If you're watching this, then you have eyes. Well done. I just wanted to let you know that I do love you, but I can't leave you my money. Not after you did what you did. You know that I love them all, but that last one in particular is the most precious to me. Why would you do it? Why? Do you not remember the advert where the elephant smacked the kid? Do you not remember it?
Oh no, she knows about the peanut thieving incident. No.
I'll just pause it there. Obviously, there's a lot to chew on here.
Right.
You know, it's a bit of a sticky situation.
Right. Did she know what I ate?
Well,
Yeah, she knows.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Look, you eat one hedgehog.
No.
What?
Well, you ate a hedgehog.
Yeah, I mean, it was not a pleasant experience, to be honest. No. Yeah, I mean,
I'm not that kind of lawyer. I'd keep that to yourself.
I ate a lot of her pets, though. Oh, my gosh.
Well,
Oh, and her stamps. I ate all her stamps.
well, of course.
Yeah.
You did have a bit of a sweet tooth, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, I used to eat all her chocolates, all of her caramels. Yeah, once I ate a slag. Oh,
well, actually, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play a little bit more of the video. See if that will illuminate you.
Right.
Play.
Yeah.
And you know that I love tubular chocolates.
30 seconds left.
Oh, it's the Rolos.
That's
Yes,
right.
yes, you ate the relic. But
30 seconds.
she did say there's a clause here at the bottom.
Let's do it as
it's
quick as
very
possible.
smudged. Must have written it as she
Right.
was dying. If you can do this one thing, then
It's a classic request, isn't it?
well, you know how she very much liked to do those early 80s, late 70s dances up and down.
You mean like the Dougie?
No.
You do the twist? No. She like.
I'll have a look and see what this is saying.
You know that I just love to see people defying gravity in the most impractical and dangerous ways.
Okay, I'm going to call it.
People bounce.
I'm calling it on the ghost of the dead relative. But I'm going to find out if Felix has a guess based on that information.
Yeah.
So there was an activity that this person wanted you to do so that you could get the will. What was it?
Did she want me to star as Alphabet?
You wish, man!
see that nut.
Unfortunately, no. The final bonus point was going to be if you could pogo stick. On your pogo stick. It was a callback to an earlier thing.
Well done, audience.
But you got 2 of them right, so that does give you 2 bonus points, putting you on 8 and 9. Oh, yeah. But there's 5 points to be won by one team. So which game did you like better? Did you like the game of 3 corners that you saw with the blue team, or did you prefer the red team with our new game, Laugh, Will, and Testimony? Testament. I've never been dead before. Will and Testament. So vote now in the chat whether it's red or blue for you. We're going to let that play out for maybe 30 seconds. Get those votes in. If you're already done voting, do me a favor and start populating some suggestions for me, because the last game we always do is a make a joke up on the spot game, and they all really need the same type of suggestions. So it doesn't matter what we're playing. I'm going to need occupations and animals. I mean, it's kind of a free-for-all, really. Things, occupations, animals. This is really like follow your heart with your suggestions. Celebrities, occupations, animals, things. Whatever.
Those are the 3 categories in life.
They are. Celebrities, animal, mineral. So if you just populate the chat with a bunch of random stuff, we'll try to get to as many of them as we can when we play our last game. Okay, we have 15 votes are in. I'll give it 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was riveting YouTube stuff right there. Our 5 points by a slender margin goes to the red team. 5 points there. Wonderful.
Oh, that takes the red team to 13. There's 4 points in it. Red team are in the lead.
All right, 4 points in it, but we have got a fast-paced final game. Red team captain, what is going to be our final walk forward game tonight?
Well, I love the movies, and it's Oscar season now. You know, it's awards season, but not every film's a winner. So let's play bad movie.
Wonderful. In the game of bad movie, I'm going to take your suggestions, and that will be what the players have seen a bad movie about. It's a call and response game. You'll get it very quickly. They've got to improvise jokes. Braun's going to keep track of every single joke that is being called here tonight on the field. Grown or foul, suspended as always for this very dangerously groany game. Players, are you ready? Let me fix my view so I can see all of you at once. There we go. Hands up. As soon as you've got one, I will call on you. The first suggestion is going to be from Jane Fisher. It's Simon Le Bon. For you youngsters, that was a pop rock singer in the band Duran Duran. And off we go. Felix.
I saw a really bad movie about Simon Le Bon the other day.
How bad was it?
Oh, it had a real rocky start.
Hey! John.
I saw a really bad movie about Simon Le Bon the other night.
How bad was it?
It was really bad.
Oh, very nice, Rio. Ash.
I saw a really bad movie about Simon Le Bon the other day.
How bad was it?
I didn't have the endurance to get to it.
Okay, wait. Okay, hang on. I've got Stretch, you're caught in the box. Not that your team needs extra points, but you'll get 2 if you get one immediately for Kangaroo.
I saw a really bad movie that was spoiled by a former member of the cast of Friends the other day.
How bad was it?
I couldn't really tell you for the speaking of Joey over in there.
All right, 2 points. Can you believe it? Let's go to John.
I saw a really bad movie about kangaroos the other day.
How bad was it?
It jumped around in time. It was really skippy.
Oh, nice. Rob.
I saw a really awful movie about kangaroos the other day.
How bad was it?
It was awful. I had to go out back.
Oh, lovely. Sean.
I saw a really bad movie about kangaroos the other day.
How bad was it?
Oh, it hurt. I walked out going, pouch.
Oh, very nice. John, you're trapped in the box. I'm going to give you the new suggestion of pizza. 2 points if you get it.
I saw a really bad movie about pizza the other day.
How bad was it?
It was Dr. Oetker Zhivago.
And that's a brand of pizza in the UK for you Americans. Dr. Oetker, the most pizza-sounding name ever. Ash!
I saw 3 really bad movies about pizza the other day.
How bad was it?
Well, the first one fell, and then the next one did, and the next one did. It was all Domino's.
Oh, Domino's. Very nice. Felix,
I saw a really bad movie about pizzas the other day.
how bad was it?
Oh, it was really bad. It was so cheesy.
Oh, very nice. Stretch,
I saw a really bad movie about pizzas the other day.
how bad was it?
Well, it had a nice concept, but it just wasn't very well delivered.
Oh, very good. Rob,
I saw a really terrible movie about a pizza the other day.
how bad was it?
It wasn't good, fellas.
Oh, very nice. Sean,
I
a really
saw.
bad movie about pizza
No.
the other night.
okay, how bad was it?
It was Once Upon a Time in Chicago Town.
Oh, very good. Sean,
I saw a really bad movie about pizzas the other day.
how bad was it?
Look, the editor couldn't save it, no matter which way you cut it.
Oh, very good. Ash. Ash.
I saw a really bad movie about pizzas the other night.
How bad was it?
I saw a really good bad movie about. Yeah, it left me feeling calzone.
Calzone. All right, look, that has got to be the end of it. I just let so many pizza games ride, even through Ash's technical fouls. All right, so in just a second, we're going to do our final score here. Just to say again, thank you so much for tuning in on a Saturday night. We're back here on the same channel on YouTube. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And come back and watch us again. Really appreciate your top drawer suggestions. Really, really on fire today. Nice to see you. Donate if you got the cash. Go to our website for our classes and other shows, including live shows. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, pals. Braun, take us to the scores.
Okay. 2 seconds.
I know, I rattled through that.
I just want to find the right music.
Where's my music?
Here we go. Okay.
Keep looking.
Us. We've got the blue team. Step forward 10 times. The red team. Step forward 5, 6, 7 times, making the red team the winners.
Wow, well done, Red Team.
Well done, red team.
Play us out of here, Braun.
After all that. Oh, it's lovely to see. Just so you know what happened after the show. Felix Janeway. He went to join Ursula and picked up all the cheese. Also, Stretch Armstrong got drunk on absinthe and was never seen again. I've written all these down. Ash Dunn was obsessed with Philadelphia cheese that he moved to Philadelphia, bought the state, etc., etc. Rob Armstrong became an actual shark and put all the plastic in the sausage rolls. There he is. Captain Sean Mason became a fancy lawyer type, made so much money that he was never seen again. John Cooper finally figured out how to use a pogo stick and went to marry Vera Lynn. And finally, Kate McCabe. You may see Kate McCabe in the sitcom Too Many McCabes, starting on the BBC next week. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Come back and see us next month as we will be back. Oh, what's the actual date? Oh, I've made this less slick. Hang on. It's the 2nd of April. See you on the 2nd of April. Goodbye.